Hello and welcome to Dissection of the Fantasy Team. Jason's nemesis, Ben's chumps. Oh, did I say chumps? Ben's champions. Listen, here's the situation. Last year, Ben's champions had an amazing offense. A fantastic offense. Number 1 in home runs. Number 1 or 2 in RBIs of last year. Just all kinds of offensive brilliance. But the pitching... censored word now. That's how bad the pitching was. And that is why he did not make the playoffs last year. But, is it going to be different this year? Well, I think it is, but let's do the review. There's always one girl who thinks she knows. It's an unbiased opinion with flow.
Bench champions? Am I missing something? The league hasn't even started yet. How can Ben have champions? I don't get it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather speaks.
Bench champions. Woo! 5-time champions, may I add. Catcher, weak. Should have got a backup today. Weeder's coming back after a season-long injury. Don't really know what kind of bat he's going to bring back to the table. You should have did something at catcher. You had only like 20 picks in the first 2 rounds. First base, Davis and Teixeira. Definitely some injury rebounds there. Could be a question mark. Shortstop, Bogarts and Castro. Outstanding. Young, beautiful depth. Third base, Frazier, Machado. Outstanding. Young, beautiful depth. Outfield. It's the who's who of outfields that's going to propel me to third place. Jones, Braun, Harper, Bruce, Billy Hamilton, J.D. Martinez, Mookie Betts, Ghost. I'm trying to figure out how to put all of them in the lineup. It's that good.
We can't.
Starting pitching. Improved, but needs work. Anderson could be a comeback candidate. Kane could be a comeback candidate.
From the rain game? Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I need some help. Bullpen. Bullpen, I would give myself a B-. I had enough picks to get a closer, but I never really addressed the issue. Ben's champions, third place.
Wrong. Bust. Okay, now we get to Ben's champions. And it's hard for me to say that this guy's a bust, but I think there's going to be a significant decrease in his numbers, which therefore this draft value definitely would go down this year. And that's Adam Jones, okay? Last year, I don't think there's any question he had a career year. 281, 29 home runs, 96 RBIs, and you know what? Those numbers have to go down because last year there was this guy and his name was Nelson Cruz and he was hitting home runs. Actually, he hit so many home runs last year that he's still hitting home runs now. I don't know if that made sense, but anyway, here's the situation, all right? Now, you think you're going to replace Nelson Cruz with Chris Davis? You think Chris Davis is going to provide the protection? Do you realize Chris Davis had the lowest batting average of anybody? That's right, he had the lowest batting average of any player. And I don't care how much Adderall you can get high on, he had the lowest batting average of any player. That's crazy. If he's the replacement for Nelson Cruz to provide protection from Adam Jones numbers will go way down because he swings at everything. His on-base percentage was .311 and he hit .281. That says he walked like twice all season. Okay, he walked more than twice all season, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you. Bust Adam Jones this season.
The sleeper for bench champions is Jay Bruce. Last year he was embarrassingly bad, with a 217 average, 18 homers, and 66 RBIs. But look at his 2013 season, with 262, 30 homers, and 109 RBIs. Now, do I think he'll be as good as he was in 2013? Of course not. Those numbers are ridiculous. But anywhere close to that makes him an easy candidate for sleeper for bench champions. No fantasy for you. No, none.
Anthony goes, okay? He is not leading off for the Tigers. Get all the way out of town with that, okay? And he had 15 stolen bases and limited at-bats last year, and they think he should have did a lot better with the Blue Jays. I don't care. Yes, he's with the Tigers now, but when he plays, he's going to bat low, very low in that order, and he is not someone who should be on your fantasy team or that guy's fantasy team or that chick's fantasy team. It shouldn't be there at all. No, Anthony goes. None. Ben's Champions has one of the better bullpens in the league, mainly because he's got 5 closers. He's got Rodney, Cecil, even though I don't think Cecil's going to keep that job all year, Felice, and you never know if Felice is going to stay healthy, Zach Britton, and, of course, Uehara of the Red Sox. And even though he struggled last year, he still was a closer and is a closer. He has 5 closers. He has no holds, guys. But 5 closers will win you wins. Will not win you wins. It'll win you saves every single week, just about. So, there you go. An above-average bullpen for Ben's Champions. 21% of your team is from Baltimore, son. You better hope the Birds carry you or you are so done. But can the O's be better than they were last year? They won't. So GMs be waving by as they pass you in the rearview mirror. Yes, I understand. You've got Adam Jones, Jacoby Ellsbury, Ryan Braun, JD Martinez, Todd Frazier. Just an amazing, outstanding, phenomenal offense. But the pitching, I'm not even going to name one pitcher on this team because I don't think you're going to keep any of them on your team, Ben's Champions, because you value pitching that little. You think that you can churn your way into having a starting rotation that will be competitive enough by the end of the season. And the fact is, there are too many teams out there that have studs. Everybody. Everyone. Except you. You don't. Therefore, you will make the playoffs because your offense is amazing. But you're not going to do better than a 6 seed. Ben's Champions. I guess. Number 5's the best. Yay.